So yes, let's get started.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Z. Hi, Carby. Well, you don't need to unmute yourself to the meeting today, and the rest of the students who will be joining. No need to unmute yourself. No need to. It's not compulsory. You can share. You can ask me questions. Uh, you can read to the students, and I will be asking many questions in this lesson today. So you can use the Zoom chat box for that. Now, I assume there are still some students joining. So we will keep the very first few seconds of this meeting just to greet yourself, and I will share some of the very important rule we need to know before we get started. Okay. So far, I think I've got Carby, we have got Daniel, Z is here, um, and we have one more student. Okay. Now, here's how we will be progressing today. Now, I want you to stay connected throughout the meeting. Do you all know where the Zoom chat is? You can give me a message over here. Tell me about yourself. For a quick introduction, I'll just type hello here. There we go. So, do you see the Zoom chat there? The Zoom chat box? You can stay connected over there. All right? You can keep your cameras open because cameras could be the easiest way to communicate. So, I want you to show me the thumbs up sign. Hello, Z. And thumbs down sign means things are not going good. Great. So show me a thumbs up sign if you understand the instruction. Cool, Kirby. You got it. So show me a thumbs up sign, right? Just like Z and Kirby did. Show me a thumbs up sign means things are going good. Thumbs down, things are not going good. Cool. So we will follow some instructions, like throughout the way, and we'll keep the lesson as much interactive as it could be. Okay. Now I want you all to just know what we will be doing today. Today we'll get ourselves introduced to Scratch. Now Scratch is, I'll say, very much popular with students age 6 to 12. Do you all know what Scratch is? The Scratch platform. And I'll definitely share my screen right now before I introduce myself. So you get a little bit familiarized, like the platform we will be working today. Cool. So I'm gonna give a second. There's one more student asking me a question. Okay. Now you all know the rules right now. You can ask me question. You can share your ideas, and if you have any doubts or any suggestions, use the chat box to stay connected. And I will be asking many questions while we'll be creating a project today. So make sure that you are being connected. Give me your message. Pass me ideas. It will be really helpful. Now, introducing about myself, my name is Yasin, and I'm going to be your teacher today. I'm a programmer or game developer, not only in Scratch. I make games on many other platforms like Roblox, Unity, Minecraft. There is Python, Unreal Engine, and other platforms too. I do teach kids, teens, and adults, so this is going to be really fun today. Now, before we move on forward, a really simple question for you all. I just want to know what you all think about the topic called computer science. So, who's going to tell me what computer science is? You can use the chat box to give me your idea. It could be anything: Google, YouTube, Facebook, video games. So, try them all. What do you think about what computer science is? I'm just going to write here what computer science is. Here. Who's going
You
to
can
tell me?
say or you can type. You can say or you can type in the chat.
Any idea? You can use both now. You can say or you can type in the chat box. So what's computer science? Okay, YouTube. All right. Yeah, Garby, YouTube. You watch videos on YouTube. Any other suggestion? What do you think? What comes to your mind when someone says computer science? What's computer science up for you? Roblox, Minecraft? Yeah, computers can be used for gaming, and computer science, we have a very big field of creating games. Any other suggestion? Should we move on to the next step? I've got 2 answers from Harvey, and Z is more about programming and game development. Cool. Roblox, Minecraft, and Python. Like it. Thank you, Z. Minecraft. Yes. Just like what Z said. So this is how things are gonna go. Computer science, up to you. I'll just make it very simple. It's like, letting computer do what you want or what's going up in your head. There's like endless things you can create. So you're bringing your imagination into reality with help of computers, because computers can do things really, really far. Yeah, exactly. Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft. These are games which were created with an idea, right? So like Scratch, what we were going to do today. So Scratch is the very first step into programming in the computer science world. Now, to make lesson more interactive, let's learn the very foundation so you understand what we will be doing up next. Okay, so why do we need to learn Scratch and what Scratch is in a very quickest, simplest way possible? So Scratch is a software which helps you to create games, animation, stories, learn computer programming, teaches you about variables, all the foundations, and almost everything you need to get yourself started to the new computer science, the big computer science world up ahead. So you can create games, animation, interactive stories, your own cartoons, your own interactive cartoons who can talk to you, make some kind of machine learning model, see how computer can sense things, make your games in 3Ds even. So there's like lots of them, thousands of things you can do here. Now, Scratch is not only about creating projects, you can share your projects to a very big community. There's a very big community of developers around the world. I guess most of the people who've been to Scratch before know what Scratch is. You can share your projects to like thousands of people around the world. You can play hundreds of different really cool games on Scratch platform. I will give you a quick tour into it in the end. And you can even, the coolest thing about Scratch is, for example, you want to know about one of the very cool game in Scratch, you simply go to the website. So let's go to the Scratch website. I'm just going to jump into a Scratch website here. And let's say you like someone's game and you think, oh, that game is so cool. You can even see and look at the code what they have. For example, I'm just going to play over here this thing and let's see how it works. So if I just hit the ball, come back here. Now you have a lot of codes which are going over here. Okay. Now I just want to show you about what Scratch is. We will be learning everything from detail. So no need to worry about the code. Don't worry about how it looks. I'll teach you about everything in detail. So we are just quickly covering up the very simple basics. So Scratch has its own library of 100 games. You can play any game you want. You can share your work to show people how much you understand how to work with computer. Also, the coolest thing, just like I was telling you about it before, is you can select anyone's project and you want to know how they made it. You can simply click on see inside and there we go. You can make that thing work. You can get the whole code. You can see how the programmer has done it and understand from that point of view as well. So everything is very open and transparent here in Scratch. Now, I guess you got a little bit of idea what Scratch is. I'll show you how it works. So after that, we'll create a project today together. So let's say you want to build up something on Scratch. So pick me your favorite color. Let's keep it more communicating. Pick me your favorite color, everyone. I'll just pick the most common one. Pick me your favorite color. Any color you like so much. Just type it in the chat or say it to me. Someone said blue. Should I go with blue? Yes, Shiraz. You can either say it or say it to me in the chat box.
What you said?
Your favorite color.
My favorite color is rainbow.
Rainbow. Okay. That's more complicated. I need a single color. Can anyone get me a single color something? But okay. I'll use the wallet. I'll use the wallet from
I know one single color I can choose.
Okay. I've got one for purple, one for blue, two for violet,
I want, okay, the single color I wanted is blue.
Blue. Okay, so we got 2 for blue and 2 for violet. It's gonna be a quick. It's gonna be a tie. Should we go with blue or violet? Let me read the counts. So we
It's
got,
gonna be for violet.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose violet.
Okay. Usually, it's not that difference between violet and purple here, but yeah. Okay. All right, I got 3 votes for violet. Okay, it's fine then. Let's take. It won't be exactly the violet color we need, but it will be similar to purple, what you see down here as background. So let's say I'm gonna pick that one. Not a big difference here. They don't have that kind of difference, like the specific color. So let's say you're creating your player here, all right? And then your player is standing. Now let's say your player looks really cool here. He is standing down there on front of your screen, and that's your screen, the one that you're creating your game on, and the one you want the other people to see what you have done as a part of your project. Now your player is standing, and tell me something what your player would like to say. For example, I want my player to say hello. Is there any cool word or kind of uh, thing you want your player to say? Like, hello, hey there, hello world. It could be anything. Now, who's going to tell me? This is going to be a very tricky, simple question. Who's going to tell me? What do you think? What language this is? What's the language? Who's going to tell me?
English.
It's a very simple question. It's a very simple question. Yeah. Someone said English. Cool. Do you all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I like it. I like the people who are replying me back. I like them. I want you all to be really, be communicating. Don't just stay quiet. It will look like more like Dora the Explorer cartoon episode. I want you all to be here with me as much as you can. So yeah, it's English. We talk in English. There are many other languages which are spoken around the world. And just like that, we do have computers. Computers work in many different places like robots, spaceships, laptop, and much more mobile gaming, and we have console gamings and so on. So, for example, you want your game to work, but the computer, does anyone know what language does the computer speak?
Zeros and ones.
There we go, Preston. There we go. Cool. On the point. Right. It's zeros and one. Computer speaks the language called zeros and one. So when you're running Scratch, also your computer is running, which is all about 1 0, 1 0, 1 0, and maybe hundreds of them. So you want to create a game, and the computer is running in the language called ones and zeros, which also got a name called binary, and that's what we call it. Binary language means ones and zeros. They are called bits, and that's how the computer processes things. So you want to create a game in Scratch, which is going to be about jumping and going down, or just scoring a goal in a football stadium. It can take you up to 10,000s of ones and zeros. Now that's huge. That's so complicated. People might end up with a lot of errors. To solve this thing, we use something called programming language. Now there are so many different types of programming language. There are many of them which are used for their own specific purpose. Programming language gets combined with softwares which lets you make games, programs, robots, and so much more. Like we have Roblox Studio, we have Scratch, we have Minecraft game platform, we have Fortnite. For them, we have Epic Store, that is the Unreal Engine. To create robots, we have Python, and so there is like an endless list going up ahead. So for us today, we will be using Scratch. So Scratch is going to be the platform which we'll be using to create a very simple game, basically to make a recipe, which will run through the computer and give you the final work. Cool? So everyone, show me a thumbs up sign if you think you are ready to get yourself started. And we'll just make this thing really quick, not to waste a lot of time here. And I need all your suggestions, okay? Now, I want you all to be really much connected. We don't have like a lot of time we won't be making a big project, but as a programmer, as a developer, the more time you spend into your project, the bigger the project really, the better. And I would say the really cool projects take a lot of time. So the more time you spend, the better you make. But for today, as this is an introduction class to Scratch, I want you all to just understand how Scratch really works and see how things are automated, moved, animated in Scratch. Cool? So if you have Scratch, you can, or if you're using two screens, I will really ask you that you can open Scratch on one of your screen. On the other screen, you can watch me. If you don't have multiple screens and you have Scratch open, it depends if you want to follow up. But if you're really new to this, what I'll suggest you, or what I'll prefer, is that you follow, just stay with me, okay? Stay and follow up with me. And later, as soon as the lesson ends, you can go back and do it by yourself. What do you think? Will that be really cool? Because if you'll stay with me, because I'll say we're going to have next 16 to 17 minutes where we're going to create a project in a very fast way. So if you can stay with me and get or grasp all the information, what Scratch can do is you can do it later after the meeting. But if you're fast in doing things, you can follow up while I'll be doing the same project. So today the project is we're going to create a recipe. And what recipe should it be? Who's going to tell me? Should we make a cookie? Should we make a cake? Or it's going to be a recipe book. So it could be anything. Someone said me cupcake recipe. All right, I'm not really a chef, so I don't know how to make things, but I'll just get the. Someone share this? Z said she wants to make a cupcake. So do you know what it takes to make a cupcake? Milk. Come on, share the ingredients with me. Oh, because I'm not really good into cooking. So you can share all the ingredients you need, and we'll get ourselves started. Meanwhile, you're sharing ingredients. I'm just gonna give you a quick tour into Scratch. All the circles here are called tabs. These tabs will help you to make your program function. For example, by default, whenever you open Scratch, you see a cat here. This is the Scratch platform, okay? The platform which is like a workshop, which lets you create games. So a platform basically, helps you to make things work. For example, I add some blocks together, like hello, and play the sound here. And if I simply click on the green flag here, it says, there we go. Now that's hello world for Scratch. Now I want to make it really funny and really weird. So I'm just going to add a forever loop to just show you how things are going to work. For example, I'm going to say all the time, I want the cat to do a backflip. Oh, it's going to be a backflip. So I want the cat to do the backflip while playing some sound. Like, for example, let's add a quick background music. I'm going to go to loops and let's go with. All right, I like that. So I want to do some kind of really weird stuff here. I want forever the cat to do a backflip while this song plays behind, and also to have some kind of color shift in the cat itself. So take a look. This is how it's going to work. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's such a slow backflip. So I'm going to change the time to 0.01. And there we go. Cool. So you see, Scratch could do a lot of things. This is just like in a minute we did that. So let's get started with the cupcake thing. So in the cupcake recipe, we're going to create our own recipe book in a very quickest way. So the first thing you need is to have a background picture, which is going to be the cover picture. So it's time for the vote. What background picture would you like to have? Your suggestions will be welcome. Go ahead. So do you want to go with hearts? I'm going to set the coolest pick. Hearts. It's going to be the cover picture, okay? So hearts, party, light, metro, jungle, neon tunnel. We have
Forest, maybe.
forest. Where is forest? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, forest. There are many endless wallpapers here. If you know Scratch, there are many of them. So send me a suggestion here. I'll just pick the best one. We have wetland, we have forest, we have woods, we have tree, hockey for Cupcake. I wouldn't say. Let's keep it something similar to food or something. So we have urban. What do you think about urban? Raise your hand if you think urban is cool. Oh, someone said cupcake party recipe. I like the idea. So let's pick the background for the party, okay? Do you all think this is going to be cool? So we have the party background here, and we can design the cupcake here. Cool? Great. And also, for the beginning, I'm going to create an animation. As soon as that animation runs in, we're going to start with the project. So we're going to have two backdrops, which is going to be, and by the way, everyone, listen, don't worry about the code. Don't worry about the software. This is more of a live workshop for you. So if you cannot do that thing quick, it's fine. I want you to stay with me and understand how much you can do with Scratch and to what extent you can learn programming. Okay, so this is more like you're watching a good trailer of some movie, and you can understand how things are going to be really exciting, and there's so much things to know. So I'm going to keep this as my first background, and on my first background, I'm going to name this thing just like you all said, a party cupcake recipe. A party. Now, I'm going to use the text for the other one, and I will change it to marker. Let me bring this thing here. Too much words on your cover won't look really good. So we'll just keep it something like this here. Someone said they like rainbow. Now I can pick multiple colors here. So maybe I can give you the rainbow shade, but it won't be exactly like the one, but yeah, I can give you some shade like that. Cool. Now, we need to create, this is going to be the cover picture, and I'm going to add a button. As soon as you're going to click on that button, you will start, or you will be able to see the recipe. Okay. So on this button, I'm going to write here, show, and let's change that color to white or we can first change the color of the button. So I'm going to change the color of the button to that. This could change a little bit darker red, and I'm going to change the color of the button, the text over here, to white. Cool. And the other button will also have the same thing. So I'm just going to copy this one, come back here, paste it. Let's open the text. Cool. So as soon as you're going to click on the button, we will change the color of it. So there we go. It starts from there. I'm going to write a code which will say when the green flag, which is like when the project begins, switch the backdrop. So you're going to have the first picture for the button. And when the button is going to be clicked, we're going to change the picture. We're going to wait basically there for a second. And we broadcast a message. What broadcast is, it's basically telling what next event should appear. So I'll say show. Now, we can also connect some sounds. So as soon as you click on that button, I want a sound to be played. Let's say click, or there are many of them.
What do we put on the orange button?
You will see the recipe on the next page. I'm going to show a new scene, and you will be able to see the recipe thing. Okay? Oh, is that cool? Or collect? Oh, that's scary. No. We're going to come back and let's say. Okay, this is pretty. I'm going to go with the magic spell. Now, we got the magic spell here. The next thing we're going to do here is you click on that button. We say the start sound magic spell. And yeah, things looks good. We also need one more page. So can you all share the recipe if you know what it takes to make a cupcake? It could be anything. you know what it takes? You can write in the chat box or share it with me. Go ahead. I'm going to change the background color a little bit darker this time. So it's going to be something like that. All right, let's write what it takes. So I'm just going to name this thing as secret. Cool. So who's going to share? I think what it takes. We need chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, we need chocolate chip cookies. It doesn't mean that you should be really professional in saying that. You can just give me your best idea what it goes in, because even I don't know how it works. So chocolate. I'm just gonna write here choco chip cookies. Chips. I think choco chips, milk. 3. Let's say sugar. We need flour. What else do you think? Toppings. All right. There are people saying something. Egg. Okay, we're gonna work on that thing too. Egg. And 7. We're gonna work for the code for the button right now. So I'll just say finishing touch. You can definitely add the real recipe here. Now you got the recipe, everything looks good. It's time to code things around. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to the stage coding area and work as a transition. For example, when the green flag is clicked, I want to switch the backdrop to the thing we have, then the button. So the button we have, the code is over here, which is when you click on the button, play the sound, switch the button color, and broadcast show. Now, this thing is actually going to make more sense. That is, when I receive show is another part of the broadcast, we will change the backdrop to the blue sky 2, and we will hide the button. So we're going to hide the button right after that. So when I receive show, there are going to be multiple things happening. When I receive show, hide. And when you start the game, I want to show the button. So button does not stay forever. Cool?
What's
Now,
the code for the buttons? Oh.
And the next thing, don't worry, Z, I'll share the screen back here. So once you're done with this thing, we're gonna come back to the next scene, which is let's try it out. Let's try it out how things are gonna work. I'm gonna add a really simple animation because things doesn't look really good this way. So I'm gonna say forever, change the background color, keep on changing the background color here, and also try to do one more animation. That means set color effect to 0, change color effect by 25, or change will effect by 5. Will effects makes your project go, makes your thing go a little bit rounding. I know this is basically a quick introduction. Don't worry, Z. I'm just gonna be a little bit slower later up ahead. Let's complete the project, and I'm gonna share the screens which you want me to do. Yes, Nick, ask me a question.
Hi, I just joined in. Can you please slow down because I have done coding.
Oh, you're doing the coding with me right now?
Yeah,
Nick?
I'm following what yours look like, and then I'm just made my own background.
Oh, so you're trying to do it with me? But Nick, you know, the lesson time we have is not for an hour. Usually it's up for an hour, like a regular lesson. This one is 30 minutes, so I'm trying to complete the project. Maybe if, because some students might have some other commitments. So in the end, you can stay with me and I'll share the right screen, and I'll even share the project with you. Okay?
Okay.
I'll share the complete project, Z, for you too.
Okay.
Complete project. So this is how the things are gonna work. I'm gonna share the complete project file with you so you can get all the codes from it. I'm gonna click on the green flag, and there we go. It begins this way. Cool. Unless you don't click on the show button, nothing is gonna happen. So I'm gonna click on the show button now. And it takes you to the other side. Now we need to stop exactly over there. because I'm going to come back to here, and I will even say, when I receive show, no need to code. I'll send the whole link of this whole code to you. So you can follow up, you can complete the rest of the code and go through what you have done in the lesson. Okay. So when I receive show, you're going to close, set all the color effect to 0. And I will say set will effect to 0 too. So when you click on the green flag now, click on show. There we go. We also don't need to have a forever loop here. It's keep on working for a long time. I just want that thing to work for just 10. Let's keep it 100 seconds. And let's keep a starting background music for a very short period of time. So I'm going to pick up a very simple. All right, I'm going to have this as my background music. Okay. And it shouldn't be really loud because it might distract some people watching your or looking at your project. So we will keep that here, and we go to sounds. I'm gonna make it softer. So let's give it a try one more time and see how it works. Cool. So you have a transition from page 1 to page 2. Now there is one little more thing you can do here is you can bring the cupcake. So let's go to Google Images. I'm going to search for cupcake PNG. And let's pick a picture and we'll show it up in the end. So which pictures do you think we can have from here? There are many.
The third one.
1, 2, 3. This one? Okay. Let's wait for the picture. It's kind of a little bit blurry, so I'll just go for. It's not really clear. I don't know why. What about something similar to that? This one. Okay. So I'm gonna save this image on my computer, and let's save it on the desktop. We're almost done. Oh, that's an HTML document. It won't come as an image. Sad. That's fine. Let's go for some other picture which we can get. Okay, I'll just get the simplest one for now. To save a time, right click, save image. Not saving it as a PNG. I don't know why. Save image. Okay, that comes as a picture, but it's not a really good image. So we can get something real. Oh wow, this looks so cool. Save image and done. Once you save this picture, sometimes the picture will have a background with it. So I'm just going to remove the background in the very easiest way possible. There are a lot of skills it takes to create a bigger, cooler project. We are doing it in a very simplest way. And the code, don't worry about it. I'll host this project on Scratch and I'll share the link with you. You can remix it and get it, the whole thing, all together. Okay? Desktop, there is a picture. Where did we save it? Show in folder. Oh, it went there. I'm going to send it back to the desktop and upload the image. Okay. Download. And we're going to bring it here. So we don't want that picture over here. We want the picture on the last backdrop. That's the party backdrop. And I'm going to upload the picture here. So upload the sprite picture. It's going to be in my downloads. And 3, 2, 1, and go. We got our cupcake here. Ta-da. Cool. Now, when we come back to this place, I'm going to say when the backdrop switches to party, we're going to play the sound. Ta-da. Okay, that's going to be like something like we completed it. So that's going to be the sound we're going to play here. Okay, and on the second backdrop, which we have, button 2, when I receive, switch backdrop to that place and wait for 10 seconds and then switch to the last backdrop. So switch backdrop to the party. All right, let's try it out all together. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, we need to hide the cupcake. It should be only visible in the last screen. So when the green flag is clicked, just simply hide it. Z and Nick, don't worry about the code, okay? I'm going to share the link right after once we complete this project. And when backdrop switches to party, sure. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to click on the show here. Shows you the recipe you have. And after 10 seconds, you will find the other backdrop coming up. Cool. Now, I want this project to be on Scratch. I want you all to have the code for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it on my computer for now. I'm going to name it Cupcake. I'm just going to name it as Project 1. Let me just save it on desktop then simply. Open.
You put load instead of save. So
Oh,
that's
it
why I
was
can't
load.
find it.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for helping. Desktop Project 1. Let's come back to Scratch platform. I'm going to load it to teacher's account. I'll use the new tab, Scratch. Okay. Meanwhile, while the server, I'm going to sign in first. Does anyone have any question while I will be uploading this thing? It will take a minute or so. So ask me if you have any question throughout the whole project we did together. Go ahead, ask me a question, share your suggestions. And if you have anything that's going up in your mind, go ahead, ask me out. We have Preston. Yeah, Preston, go ahead. We have Preston, Cole, so many of you. So go ahead, ask me if you have any questions. It's taking time that way.
Are you the teacher for the Roblox coding class too?
Yeah, I'm the Roblox coding class too. Yeah, I was the same teacher. You were there in the live workshop?
Yes, I like Roblox. When is that?
I'm not sure about recently because I do have like adolescents, but if there will be any, they will notify you all about it. Yes, I believe.
Okay.
I do teach Roblox and Minecraft and other things. So I'm just gonna load from the computer here. Project 1. There we go. We got the project here added. I'm gonna share it and I'll send you the link. Cool. Look in the chat box. You will find the link to get the code. Just a second. Then copy, Will. 3, 2, 1, and go. Cool. The link is in the chat box. The Zoom chat box has the link of your the Zoom chat box has the link of the project. You can click on that link and you will find the whole code for this project itself. There's also one more link before we end. It's a very important time of the lesson where all students will ask me their questions. So go ahead. Ask me your questions. Do you all enjoyed it? Show me a thumbs up sign if you think that went cool. Thank you, Shiraz. Preston, you like it? Cole, Victor, Sarah, Nick, you all enjoyed the lesson?
It's really fun.
Okay, thank you. Ask me if you have any question in the chat box. You can unmute yourself right now. There is one more link from the Kiddy School, which will help you to, if you want to enroll with some kind of, there is a discount for the students here for the first time. And I'll send the link in the chat box. If you go to that link and you sign this day itself, I think you will get a free there's some kind of discount system which works with Kiddy School students itself. Questions and answers, go ahead, ask me. Victor looks tired. Shiraz, we have Preston, Z, Sarah, Hope, Nick. Before we end the meeting, you can ask me any question you want. If everything was good, show me the thumbs up sign. So we good for now, everyone? All right, let's give me a high five and we end the lesson, okay? So 5, just don't hit your cameras. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Thank you, Preston. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and hope we'll see you sooner. Bye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Have
Bye-bye.
a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.